I built this big giant TNT tower. I filled it with farm animals, cows, chickens, cats, all kinds of things. And I was gonna like blow it up. And then I started thinking, what's the vegan community gonna think about this? And then you know what? I realized it put a big giant grin on my face as I watched them all explode. Does that look like a face of one who cares about vegans? I didn't think so. So in this video, we're going to be showing you guys how to turn Minecraft from this garbage graphics into an amazing graphics. And the reason why is, well, I started playing this game with my son. And I was like, wow, this game is terrible. There's got to be something to update the graphics. And there is. There's going to be the mod list that I use for 2025. And I'm just telling you right now, some of these mods literally make the game breathtaking, and we're going to dive into that all in this video. Let's get to it. So the icing on the cake when it comes to these amazing visual effects and things like that is in the shader, and it's called iterationT, and I'll put a link down in the description so that way you can download it. Lord of the Rings Minecraft server, and holy cow, with this shader on, this is the scenery you get. It is absolutely stunning. From a Minecraft game, I would have never thought I would see these types of graphics. And I actually enjoy playing this game, and I'll be playing a lot more of it. You can take my land, but you can't take my freedom. Frodo, for Narnia. This is what this mod had me doing. Totally not Lord of the Rings. But anyways, it's just so crazy that this is Minecraft. I was like exploring buildings, and it's just like, wow, this is like literally breathtaking for Minecraft. I was absolutely blown away by it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is nuts. And even like not on the Lord of the Rings server, the graphics are still really amazing. Now the graphics are slightly better because of the actual textures and stuff that they have on the Lord of the Rings server, but you can get really good graphics not in the server. So with that being said, I would definitely suggest that you guys go check out the Lord of the Rings server and take iterationT with you as the shader pack and use it, as it just makes everything look amazing. So with all that being said, the specs of my computer is an i9 14900KF, and then I have a 9070 AMD Radeon video card. But we'll go ahead and take a look at a couple more of these scenes, and then I am going to show you guys my mod list that I put together, and that way you guys can install them so you guys get the same type of graphics that I get. And I really think it changes the way Minecraft looks and plays. I just feel like it's a lot more fun to play when you actually do have these mods, as it just makes it that much more appealing, and it just makes everything look absolutely stunning. Like, again, my mind is boggled that this is Minecraft, and you really wouldn't believe that it's Minecraft, but you see my little piglet arm, it's just like, hi, I right there, matey. And you can see the graphics go from potato to amazing with just the press of the K key on your keyboard. It's just kind of crazy. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive in to how to install these modules right now on your computer. We're going to come over here to this app. You're going to go to the Modrith website and install this app. Once you get to here, you're going to come over to this button right here, Discover Content, and we're going to click on this and then type in Distant Horizon. And all we're going to do is click Install. You already have this mod pack installed. Are you sure you want to install it again? Install. So I'm creating a new install of this. And so now we have this new one. So it's going to compile a bunch of stuff for you already. But this is where we're going to add some different items. So for starters, we want cubic leaves. And I'm just going to go over here to install content. And I'm going to go to resource packs is where I believe it's at. And type in cubic leaves. And then we're going to install this. Next, we also want the Patrix style grass. And so I'm going to do this. And it might be out. No, it's not. It's going to work. We also want tectonic is how I believe you say that. And we're going to put that in there. And I believe that's actually in data packs. It is. We're going to click install that one. And it looks like that's already installed with distance horizon. So never mind. Completely forget about that. Now we do have a different mod pack that we want, and it's Faithful 64X. This is really, really good when it comes to like a higher resolution, just like the animals and things like that, the dynamite, all that stuff. So we'll just go ahead and copy this, and we'll go over to this new pack, go to install, and we'll type in Faithful. I think it's a resource pack. It is. So we'll come over here and we'll just install this one right here and install it. Oh, I messed up. Never mind. I think I may have installed it in the wrong spot. No, I installed it. Okay. So now that we have that installed, we're also going to want to install Dynamic Skies, which is a really good one right here. So, or Dramatic Skies, my bad. Dramatic Skies, and do the same thing, install contents, and then just click on this. And I believe it's in resource packs. It is. And I believe, oh, fresh animations, I use this as well. This actually might already be in here. It is not, so we can go to install contents and look for fresh animations and install that one as well. Now I've played around with a ton of these and gone through tons of different like high res things and so on. And you can see I have all kinds of different stuff in here and just so on to try to figure out all these different packs. This legendary RT looks really good, but it doesn't have like packs for everything and so on. I tried a bunch of different ones, and really honestly, I don't use any of those except for the ones that I just installed. Now, this does automatically, when you install Distance Horizons, automatically installs some actual shaders and things like that, but we don't want that shader. So what we do want though is we want the other shader. So I'm going to go ahead and click play, and I'm going to go ahead and let Minecraft load and show you exactly how. Oh, I wonder why that. I guess we need to install. I guess it didn't. For some reason, I didn't install with it. So resource pack, is it there? No, it's probably here. Okay, so we need the entity texture features. So we need this one as well. I'm pretty sure that's it. That's why it didn't. It failed to play. So once that installs, we should get the okay to go. And I'll put all of these mods that I use down below in the description. So then once this loads,
press enter to enable the narrator.
We're just going to hit continue, and that volume is so loud. Holy cow. Let's turn that down a little bit. Now we're going to go to done, the single player, and I'm just going to do create new world. And then I'm going to show you how to install the mod pack. So as you can see, everything looks like typical Minecraft, just terrible. So if we come over here and we go to, we hit O, it's going to bring up our shader list. So we can use these different shaders if we would like, but all we're going to do is we're going to drag over the iterationT 3.2.0 that we downloaded. And I'll show you how to download that in a second. And you'll just drop it right in here. And then now you can see that it's right there. We can go to the shader options, and I'll show you kind of some of the options that I do. on this, if I remember correctly. I go to, it's not there. I go to depth. No, it's not depth. It's back one. It's textures. That I leave there. I take this to 16, and that's really all that I do with this. And now we're going to go over to options and go to resource packs. And I'm going to go ahead and put on dynamic and slap those over. Even though it says out of date, yeah, it still works. And then we'll reload it. And that is the Minecraft that I play on. And you can just see the graphics on the cows and everything looks so much better. Let me make sure I actually have put those over. Make sure it all loads. Let me go to this and move this up. And you can just see the details so much better on the cows. And everything looks so much more phenomenal. It's just crazy, the difference in quality. And it's just so like, I don't know. Everything looks so good. But that 64 like texture pack makes all these cows look so much better. And then if we come over to the villages, they have texture packs for the horses and like the wood. And everything just looks so much better. So let's go ahead and show you how to actually download iterationT, because the website's in Chinese. And so you got to know which button to click. So let's go do that right now. What you're going to do is come over to Google, type in iterationT 3.2.0, and you're going to come down, you're going to look for this MGC. We're going to click on it. Now, you're not going to be able to read anything. You can translate it. If you translate it, I found that I wasn't able to click this button here, which is the download button. So there's very far one to the right. You're just going to click on this. And now we have iteration 3.0.1 and then 3.2.0. And you're going to want to download this one. You just click on that, and then it's going to ask you to validate it. I am not a robot. You're going to click on that. And then it does something here. We got to trace that shape, and then boom, pass. And then now it starts to download. Actually download the file. All you do is extract it into the folder that you have it. Just right click on it, hit extract, and then you drag the entire iterationT 3.2.0 into the shader section in Minecraft, like I showed you earlier. Anyways, thanks for watching. Definitely consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys around in the next one.